makes me deep. Your heart is my temple. Your tears rinse my feet. I walk out, I'm able to carry your peace. It reminds me of a song that I heard long ago. Maybe I've always known that you were right there. A simple melody playing over and over in my dreams. But somehow out of reach, eluding me until I release. You come close to me when I believe, and I let you take the lead when I believe. My heart starts to see when I believe. When I believe. You said, come to my garden, eat from my tree, step in my river, let it take you deep. Your heart is my temple, your tears rinse my feet. You walk out, you're able to carry my peace. It's an ancient sound heard from the ones who came before. Now it's here once more to pierce your soul. A simple melody playing over and over in your streets, like a whirlwind turning things, tearing up the dark. That's where I release, and my heart starts to sing when I release. I let you take the lead when I release. You come close to me when I release. When I release. It's all in your feelings. It's all how I receive your sound. All in your feelings, your emotions, they find me out. It's all in your feelings. It's all how I receive your sound. All in your feelings, your emotions, they find me out. When I let it go, when I let it go, then I let it go. I let it all go. Now I let it go. Hey, now I let it go. I let it go. I let it all go now.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are live Tuesday night. We're going to have a good conversation. There's a lot of stuff going on. So many things happened this week. We're in the building. We're in the Lion's Den, and you know what time it is. It's Tuesday, so we're going to do this. You're watching Young Lion TV. Let's go.
Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, everywhere I look, they're dying. Everywhere I look, they're dying. Young lion, won't you get up and stop fighting? Everywhere I look, they're hiding. Young lion.
That's right. That is the intro, so you know what it is. It's Young Lion TV. This is the podcast where we talk about all of the things in our community that are important, that the messages that we want to get out there, the topics that we want to cover to either break people of the spells that they've been, so cleverly put under for the last 40 years, the wizardry that we deal with on a daily basis. So we're breaking people of those spells, but also uncovering the truth on a lot of different things and just challenging each other, debating topics, talking about things that are important, things in the news, all that stuff. So I want to first give a shout out to all the young lions that are in the chat already. I see y'all assembling. Courtney's in there. George said, "What up, Tuesday fam?" P.S. No Facebook notification again today. Yes, we know. That's why we got to share this video, guys. We see it ourselves. Yeah. We're not getting notified when we go live. So, you see what's going on here. But, on a good note, we are branching out to new platforms as much as we can. Today, we are actually streaming live on Twitter for the first time.
Yeah.
So now we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter, all simultaneously simulcasting away. Now that Twitter has a new
new man in charge.
We'll talk about that.
Too much speech.
We'll talk about that later. That's been a funny story of how that's all been going down. But Elon Musk just acquired Twitter. But if you're watching right now, please hit that like button and please share this video. Shout out to Emma, another young lion just assembled in the building.
What up, Emma?
Appreciate you, brother. Make sure you guys share this video. People aren't getting notified. I'm so glad that you guys know that we go live around this time every Tuesday night. So hit that like button, hit the share button. That's the best thing you can do if you're on YouTube. Hit that notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Rumble, subscribe. Twitter, man, hit that like, please, for us. Twitch, subscribe. Twitter, all that stuff. So, and then I got Stan with me today.
What up?
Yes, sir. Rocking the Jatan merch.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. And then we got Moan rocking the Young Lion t-shirt.
Hi.
Just the three of us today, in the Lion's Den. But we are accompanied by
three best friends that
anyone
can have. Three best friends.
What is that?
That's from Hangover. That's from Hangover.
That's right. I was gonna say Family Guy.
No, that's Hangover. That's Zach Galifianakis. But we also have with us one of our favorite people and becoming one of our favorite producers. My mom is in the building.
Hey.
Miss Angelique.
Look how pretty she looks with her hair done.
Lopez Evans.
She was out on a date.
Right? She got her. My mom's on camera now, so she got it. You see how quick she flipped that camera to herself today? Because she got her hair done. She got her hair done. So she put that camera to herself real quick. Like, yes, I'm. Hello,
But
everyone.
Simone lied. Simone said I was on a date. I was not on no date.
Courtney said she looks beautiful. She does. That is Miss Angelique. Lopez Evans, Tiffy, bro, Lopez.
Shut up, Jamie. You always gotta mess it up for me.
Dang.
I know, right?
Dang. He coming at your neck.
No, but that doesn't matter.
doesn't
You are
matter.
still the most amazing woman on the planet,
It
Mom.
doesn't matter.
Amazing.
We love you.
But
We
why?
love you. Everybody loves you.
Amazing.
Everybody loves you.
Oh my God.
But no, hit a thumbs up on this video if for my mom one time, man. She's been holding us down with the production. She's learning as she's going, which is a beautiful thing. You know, most boomers can't handle technology.
No,
and
she's doing great.
She has jumped in there.
It's been some funny little things.
Yeah.
She has her headphones on. We're trying to talk to her when we're trying to get ready. I'm like, I can't hear you. Take the headphones off.
And I said, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, she got the headphones on for no reason.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's funny. But also, don't forget, if you want to become a member, let me pull this up because we never do. Patreon.com/YoungLionTV. You can sign up on there and become a Patreon member. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Here, Mom, throw this up.
I did. I had it up.
So if you go on our Patreon, you can sign up. You can become a member on there, and you can. There's different tiers. We have different content on there that's not on our YouTube or Facebook that you can check out. There's music on there. There's a lot of different stuff on there. And we're going to be doing more content as we go. But also supporting us also helps us this thing keep going because we are doing this on our own every week. There's a lot of equipment involved, and it takes a lot. So all of that support will go to us building this platform, building our community and the pride of the Young Lions, which is something that we are passionate about, that we know God is moving in a lot of different ways. And if you appreciate that, then you got to support. Also, Jatan.com for music and merch. Let's pull that up. Boom, real quick. You could just go to the website, it just comes up on you. Bam. Jatan.com. And we have all of our new music. Look at that great cover that our brother Simone did right there. Both of those. Darling, Where Do We Go? Those are two of our songs. That's a live video that you can catch on there. Look at those three guys right there. Who took that picture? Who took that picture right there? I believe Stan took that picture, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we got our merch on there. You can see that this is the shirt right there that Stan is wearing. It looks a lot more buff on him than in that picture.
Yeah, he fills it out.
Yeah. But if you do want to get the Young Lion t-shirt, that is not available on our website yet. So you can get that by hitting us on the Cash App, just $20 to the Cash App with the subject Young Lion t-shirt, and then we'll contact you and get your shipping information, or we'll figure out a way to get it to you like we did with others. But yeah, all of that to be said. Let's see.
James said you do a great job, Mom. Shout out.
Thanks.
Shout out to
James.
Paul.
Shout out to Paul. What's up,
He
brother?
said, yo, fellas.
Another Young Lion.
What up?
Young Lions are definitely coming in, checking into the Pride right now. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys share this video. Seriously, hit the like button, share this video. I'm pretty soon, man, we're going to have to leave the Facebook thing behind.
Yeah. I feel that.
Last week has been just issues and them
and
not notifying
people. Yeah. And also just like Facebook is kind of like a wasteland at this point.
Yeah, it's like, MySpace.
Yeah, man.
MySpace.
Yeah. Like, I'm thankful for the fact that a lot of our fans and like a lot of people found us through it. Yeah. Initially, as we started the podcast, because YouTube is so vast, but Facebook, we already have like a core group of people that have been following us for a while. So that's a beautiful thing. But it's just so old and outdated at this point, and Instagram doesn't really let you live stream like this. Yeah. So we're gonna have to move to YouTube, Rumble, all that stuff. So hopefully you guys can subscribe over there. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe with Young Lion TV over there, and we're gonna try to move everything in that direction eventually. But all right, anything y'all want to touch on? What's been going on?
Phillies.
I was gonna say Phillies in the World Series.
Phillies, man,
good,
won the first game.
Yeah.
Lost the second game.
Lost the second game, but they're home now.
Did we talk about like how we were in Alabama?
No.
And so we had a gig out there, and the show was a little bit later. So when we got back to the hotel, it was already like the top of the ninth. It was it was the top of the ninth.
We were on our way to the hotel, and the top of the ninth had just started.
Yeah. And it's exciting. I really don't watch baseball. And, Jamie's breaking it down to me. Yeah. So he's doing this because of this.
So many. Yeah.
Like it's not that bad right now because, Houston was at bat.
Right.
But they were like on on first and second.
Yeah.
You see, it's not that bad right now because you
you got two forced outs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
getting hyped. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they pulled it out. We're gonna say if it goes past the ninth, we're gonna
Yeah.
go upstairs and then go to the bar across, and that's what happened. And we went there, and what surprised me the most was I hear all these cheers, and it wasn't for Houston.
Yeah.
It's closer,
Right.
but it was for the Phillies, and I was like, wow, that's
So,
and
but then talking to people, the reason for that was because there was a scandal where Houston
Right.
Oh,
got
yeah.
caught cheating.
Cheating, yeah.
So they became like,
More
you know,
than
how a lot of
once,
people
right?
were rooting against the Patriots.
yeah.
So it's kind of like that thing. Like Houston had become that team where like they're a dominant team. You see how good they are,
Yeah.
but they're also cheaters. So
Yeah.
people don't want them to win. you
Right.
know? So they're rooting for Philly, which is rare because people usually do not root for
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah.
Philly has that reputation, that everything you hear about their sports is that's a city that booed Santa Claus.
Yeah. That and the Broad Street Bullies. So,
Yes. Yeah, that's
they
the
don't
Flyers.
like
The Flyers were the Broad
Flyers,
Street
yeah.
Bullies.
Yeah, but yeah, that was cool, man. It was exciting.
You see, Jill Biden didn't show her face.
She learned her lesson.
The great doctor.
Yo, did you see her get roasted for her Halloween costume though?
No, I didn't even see it.
Y'all didn't see
I
that?
didn't
What-
see
what
her
was-
Halloween costume.
Let me
What
see if
was
I
she?
can pull it up.
Oh,
Go to
boy.
them. Go to them real quick, Mom. Let me try
A
to pull this
medical
up.
doctor.
No, dude. People was roasting.
guess-
Mom ain't listening to you.
I
Yeah.
guess according to
What?
No, I said go to their angle, Mom.
Oh, okay.
You see this? You see what I'm doing right now? This is what I do to Mom when
Yeah.
let her know what angle to go to because she's always that's what I love about her. She's so into the conversation
What?
that she's not like
Why is that up there? Can everybody see that?
No. That, only we can see that.
yeah yeah.
Cool.
Let me see. I think it might be in this article.
So what was she like? What was
She
her
was a
costume?
fairy. She was a fairy, dude.
Oh,
Well, let me
boy.
see if I can. I hate when they make it hard. Oh, here we go. Oh no, wait, where is it?
Of course they're gonna make it hard because
She should have been a nurse. Like,
Dude, they were roasting her. They were roasting her.
did anybody dress up for Halloween?
and no. I did take Stanley over with the cousins over to Franklinville.
Franklinville?
Well, it's Williamstown, really.
Oh, here we go. That's the picture.
There we go.
Everybody was
All right.
roasting.
What is type of fairy?
Hold up, I can't see.
I don't know if it's like a fairy or you can't see that.
What is she?
Yeah, they was
wearing,
roasting
man?
her. Her makeup is all crazy, and then everybody was noting that her wings are upside down.
Where
They was like,
were her
yeah,
wings upside down?
yeah, they are. They are. They're supposed to be
does look
butterfly
like it.
wings.
Oh my goodness.
And they're
Is she a
upside
dead
down.
fairy? Maybe.
She's a liberal fairy because they had
That's more like a bat.
No, but it was. Yo,
Yeah,
they
and
was,
what is he? Is that?
he's not. He didn't dress up, but
Oh.
it was just like it was funny because they were just getting her on Twitter, man. They were going in.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I actually got up with Jake and took the kids to his neighborhood again to that
Yeah.
you know
Oh, okay.
extravaganza they do
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. It wasn't as crazy as last year. I think they might be kind of dialing it back because now people from like Philly and all over are starting to come there.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh,
And,
because they're
yeah,
building a
yeah.
reputation.
A name,
Yeah, they've
yeah.
got a name now, so everyone knows that they give out the best candy. Like they
Right.
give out good candy, you
Yeah.
know, like full size bars and stuff.
Mm,
And they do all the mazes and
yeah.
the like experience and stuff. So I think a lot of people are like not with the fact that like all these people from Philly and
And
Camden
yeah.
are coming there. Yeah.
And you don't know,
Yeah.
who's where. so
Yeah, you
it's
don't
like,
know.
That's not the neighborhood
Yeah,
kids.
they try to keep the riffraff out.
And
Yeah.
also like just people mooching, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like cuz
Not,
Jake was
not,
telling me
not
one
a
of
part
the,
of the community.
yeah.
Mhm.
And Jake was telling me one of the neighbors was who does it every year was saying like he goes through $1,500 worth of candy.
Dang.
I was like,
It's a
bro.
little too serious there, bro.
I was like, ew, no sir, I would never.
No, thank
Man,
you.
I mean,
But,
that's
hey,
a giving heart. You know?
It is.
I'm gonna say shout out to him for doing it and wanting to do it, but yeah, I'm not that committed.
No sir.
Where I went was similar. Like it was a good neighborhood. Everybody did decorated, and then they had a few 4-wheelers with trailers,
Okay.
lawnmowers with trailers, and tractors with
Okay.
trailers, and people were on there
Yeah.
just taking the kids around.
Where did y'all go?
Williamstown. It was off of Tucker Hill Road.
Okay.
It's like I think it's called Spring Valley or something.
Oh.
That's Franklinville.
Yeah, Franklinville /
What was
Williamstown.
Stanley?
He was Minecraft.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
characters.
One of the characters from Minecraft.
Steven, is it? I don't know.
That's so funny.
I don't have no idea.
Jakey was someone from Fortnite. What about Noah?
Noah just got a mask. It was like a bear mask. It looked like an evil Ewok with
Evil
with
Ewok.
fangs. But he just had the mask. He put his hoodie on, black hoodie and black pants, and he had like a ninja sword.
Yo,
So he did his own.
that is what
he
I
did his
used to.
own-
What I used to do when I was his age too. Is like you don't feel like actually getting a costume, so it's
Yeah.
like you just make something up with a mask and something.
It looked
But
like-
that's better than just like. I hate when kids just like. I saw a dude walking around in Jake's neighborhood. He literally just had a Dominican Republic flag draped on his back. It's like, yo, that's not a costume, bro.
there's some kids that walk around with no costume.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
going to houses.
That's
like,
the Larry David scene. Remember when the two teenagers show up
He's
with no
oh
costume?
yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't give them candy, so they TP'd his whole house the next day. Yeah, but that I feel him though. Like you should have a costume.
Yeah, you want to be a part. You want to get candy.
How about I'm glad the night before isn't known anymore.
Oh yeah, Mischief Night. What
Yeah.
happened to Mischief Night?
It's not known. It's not known as
Do you hear anyone
Did
talk about it
anything
anymore?
happen?
no.
Nothing
Nobody.
happened.
I never even
anymore.
hear about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like you used to be on the news,
Yeah.
like Mischief Night, be careful. Like
Yeah.
they used to
Nothing.
like
I'm glad.
watch. They wouldn't let people buy eggs. Like remember?
Yeah, it was limits.
Yeah.
If you were a certain age, you couldn't get it.
Wow, that just went away. I forgot all about
Yeah.
Mischief Night.
Good.
I went out a few times egging.
That's younger though. That's when you was younger. I wasn't allowed to.
You was a little delinquent.
Sure was.
Lacey was a character from Stranger Things.
Yeah, the cheerleader.
Chrissy.
I would have to watch
And Arya was a blow up dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it actually blow up?
Yeah.
I didn't see
It was hilarious, bro. Like, you know how she is. It was like, hold on, I think I got a picture of it. I sent it to Liz. From,
She's definitely, a character.
yeah, she definitely is. Because I went to her school to okay, yeah, this is Lacey right here.
Oh, okay.
She's a cheerleader.
But she had to do the dead makeup.
Yeah, she's a zombie cheerleader. And then hold up, Mom, don't show my text messages, Mom.
It looked like some good food.
Yeah, that's what I made today.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. That's Aria right there.
So funny.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yo, it was so funny. Like she's the only, especially little girl,
Yeah,
like that wants to do this. Like she wanted this costume so bad, bro.
Nice.
But didn't you say the kids were taking pictures with her?
Yeah, we went. Well, we went to the the thing at the Voorhees Town Center. They do like every
Like a
fall
trunk or
festival
treat,
kind of
though?
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like trunk or treat, but it's like a fall festival thing.
Okay.
But everyone wears their costumes and goes there. So like, yo, for some reason, we were walking through there and she was like a celebrity, bro. Like everyone was stopping us, like, and all the little kids were like, "Wow, blue dinosaur. and then she's taking pictures with people, putting her hand around them, she's waving. I was like, okay, you liking this a little too much. She is waving at all the little kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was funny.
So that's Blue. That's the raptor from
Jurassic Park. Yeah,
Jurassic
that's actually Beta, but for some reason they made it look like Blue.
Right.
So all the kids just assumed it was Blue.
Right.
So they all were calling her Blue. But the
That's
blue
cool,
costume,
man.
we got the blue costume first, but it was too big.
Right.
And even that one was too big. But
Yeah.
she was determined to wear it. So, but yeah. So that was her costume. But yeah, it was cool, man. We, Jake's neighborhood does that whole thing. It's cool. Walked
Yeah.
around there for a little bit and then got up out of there.
Yeah.
Did y'all stay late?
Nah, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, got enough candy. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Time to go.
I mean, I seen all those messages, like the stuff they were posting in the thing, and the like stuff people talking about, like be careful with the candy.
Oh yeah.
And like the worry of fentanyl and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a valid concern.
Mm-hmm. I mean, before it was razor blades.
It was we heard that all
Yeah,
growing up.
all
Razor
growing up.
blades,
Yeah.
needles.
Yeah.
People are trying to kill kids with the candy.
Yeah.
And I think like that did happen a couple times.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, thank God I never experienced that,
No,
or
me either.
any of us.
Only thing I ever experienced was people getting jumped on Halloween for
Yes.
getting their candy stolen from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that bag snatching?
Bag snatching, yep.
Yeah,
Well, that was a thing back in our day.
Yeah.
it was.
You know, they
Cases
what
getting
I want.
taken.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
time somebody tried to snatch my bag, but I
Ran.
gripped it. I was like, "You, give my bag back." But
You lucky they ain't have a bunch of people with them.
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
Yep.
Cause I saw my next door neighbor tried to do that and he got stomped underneath a car.
And yeah, I remember you telling me
Yeah.
that story.
Yeah.
Junior was with him and Junior threw his bag and ran.
Smart.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some stuff, guys. So, we got to start with our president, man. He's up here giving speeches, letting us know about inflation.
He's your president.
My mom kept hearing this clip on repeat while we were setting up. So this was the one she was talking about right here. Let's see what he has to say about inflation.
No change in the quality of it, just changing the price. And they talk about inflation. We're dealing with it for a whole second. Inflation is a worldwide problem right now because of a war in Iraq and the impact on oil and what Russia's doing. The war in Ukraine.
Right. What was the first thing when he turned? We're dealing with the.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we're at war.
We're at war in Iraq. And what Russia's doing now. Watch how he tries to clean it up.
Ukraine. And thinking of Iraq because that's where my son died.
Oh my God.
His son did not die.
His son didn't die in Iraq, dude.
Yeah, he keeps sticking to
Why
it,
he
man.
keep saying that? Yo, explain to me why he
Top of
keep
mind.
top of mind. Yo, have you noticed people been saying that lately? Like now they're trying to gaslight us into thinking that that's actually a phrase.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro, I've been hearing that so much now.
Oh
I've never
my
heard.
God.
I've never heard anybody say that before.
I've been hearing everyone say top of mind now.
Wow,
Like they're really trying to gaslight us into thinking
it's a thing.
that's a phrase that's always been said.
Manipulation, man.
Yeah, so we have inflation because of the war in Iraq.
It's a world. I've been hearing that a lot. It's a worldwide.
Yeah, that's
Issue.
that's their go-to. It's not just in America; it's a worldwide thing. So it's not our policies.
Yeah.
Don't look at
It's not us printing money. It's not you getting rid of.
fossil fuels.
Yeah.
What's
Here's him-
happening is not really happening, people. Come on.
Here's him trying to explain what's going on in Florida. Let's take a listen to this.
A senator from Florida going after Medicare and Social Security? I tell you what, I don't know where, as they say in Southern, don't know where y'all been. Hot damn, boy. I tell you, look,
Damn, boy. Wow, boy.
No. You just caught the end of that, dude. Did you hear what he said before that?
Let's hear
I
it.
tell you what, I don't know where, as they say in Southern, don't know where y'all
What the
been.
heck was that?
Hot damn, boy.
Did you hear that?
I didn't know what he said.
What is it?
That was
I
just
tell you what, I
a
don't
that
know
was
where
just
He's
a
mumbled.
mush of words.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I don't know where, as they say in Southern, don't know where y'all been. Hot damn, boy.
That was just a mush of language.
I guess it's just something that we're used to now from him.
Yeah, it doesn't even surprise me anymore.
No, but it's
Yikes, man. It's not right.
then you wonder why they
But,
trying to.
but what was his point? I don't.
He's trying to say that the problem with the oil and everything and the inflation is because of Iraq. When
No.
that was a different clip,
The last
Mom.
video.
He was
Oh.
talking about
about
he was
the-
talking about a senator in Florida trying to say that he's gonna
Oh.
take away y'all Social Security and Medicare, and then he just wanted to say something slick, but it came out like down there, boy.
Y'all, boy.
Down south. They used to say down south there, boy. And
Yo,
then
that just reminded me of
Otis from Martin.
no. It reminded me of a real situation that happened to me when we were. What tour? We were doing some tour where we had to loop down from Tampa and drive, I think, up to Mississippi, but we stop at the gas station. And this one dude, you know,
Was staying with us on that?
I think Stan was
Yeah,
with us.
yeah.
He had like dreads, you
Oh,
know, with a
I
low
remember,
hat.
yes,
and then
I
he
remember
came.
this.
He came up to me. He was like, boy. I was like, bro, like, slow down, because I don't know what you just said to me. I don't understand what you just said, dude. You need to buy that boy. I'm like, what? He's speaking English,
Yo.
but it's like,
Yeah.
I could not understand him. I already have a hard time understanding people sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's what.
So
that
then
dude-
you're telling me
That
Biden
reminds me of that.
was just speaking the local dialect.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
he went into the southern Florida. He went into
Yes,
the
sir.
northern Florida. Dang
West,
there.
yeah, West,
Yeah. Okay. My bad, Joe.
The west coast
My
of
bad.
Florida.
I shouldn't have played. You was on it then. My bad. I thought you was up there mumbling. You was actually.
What senator was he talking about?
I don't even think he knows. He's just trying to throw a shot at Republicans.
He's
That's
probably
it.
he's probably talking about.
I think Marco Rubio is it Marco
No,
Rubio
he's
from
there.
He
Yeah,
is
Southern
up.
District,
Maybe
yeah.
because he's up, I think, this round.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so
but
maybe-
he's like, there's no chance.
You know, I'm gonna stop saying maybe that's what he meant, because he's the president.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Right. Why are we
Speak
trying to
for him.
translate for him
Yeah.
to people?
Exactly.
Like, we can't understand what he's saying. I mean, listen, what do you think he's saying here?
And by the way, if they do, that means, not a joke, everybody, that's why we were defeated in 2018 when they tried to do it. We went to 54 states.
Oh.
What the heck was that?
He's saying that's why. Well, that's why.
54 states, bro.
54 states.
54 states.
That's how we defeated him.
That's why we.
Gosh.
I just
It's a shame.
like this is what they're telling us.
What's
Did
that?
you see the SNL skit over the weekend about like Biden is really like it was like a whole horror movie about Biden
Yeah.
being
Yep.
Remember
Yeah.
that old
They're
song?
finally making fun of.
Yeah.
Remember that old song, It's a Shame?
Yeah.
We need to sing that over him. Yeah, we got to sing that over him.
Yeah.
Every time he says something, it's a shame. Oh, my God.
But even with the SNL skit, like, so they did like make it like, oh, really, Biden is our only option. The one lady's like, well, what about Kamala? And he smacks her. Get serious, you know. It's like, but they still threw the shot in there, like, something about, yeah, but hasn't he done a lot of great things? Yeah, but he fell off of his bike. It's like,
Yeah.
they still try to
That's-
like, what has he done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to give you
They're
something.
still trying to
what
like
has
throw
he
that
done?
in there,
Mhm.
like, but he's done a lot of good things for the country already. Yeah, but he fell off his bike. Ah. It's like,
What
Fell
good
off
thing
his
did he do
rocker.
for this country?
well, he just created what was it, 12 million jobs out of
Yeah.
thin air.
Got it then, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kamala, do we show her school bus rant?
Oh.
Don't you just
Dude,
love?
I can't.
There's something about yellow school buses.
Yeah.
Don't you just
That was as bad as her. Did you see her Venn diagram rant?
Yeah.
She did the
No.
same thing.
No, I didn't see it.
It's the two circles with the where they overlap in the middle. I just love Venn diagram. Oh my. What are we doing?
It's a joke.
What are we doing?
Like I said,
It's a
Trump was
circus
a
in
joke.
the White House. It's a
Yeah,
circus.
It really is.
All right, so let's get into some news here, man. From The Intercept, Stan sent this earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
I had been reading through it when you sent it,
I
just
didn't get a
looking
chance
at
to look at it.
the severity. This is huge news, bro.
It should be all over.
This is huge news, and the fact that they're not talking about it is crazy. So The Intercept did a whole deep dive into these leaked documents from the Department of Homeland Security, emails, text messages, all kinds of stuff that they got. I don't know how leaked or someone gave them to them. Basically showing and it's a long article. You guys can go check it out. It's from The Intercept. It goes into detail and it has a lot of sources. But basically what they say is that the Department of Homeland Security and all of the social media platforms were colluding and basically meeting once a month to determine what they should be pushing out there to the public. And
What stories did?
what stories to censor, what stories to prop up, if there was a problem with certain people. And I think this might have came out through that lawsuit that dude filed that
From Twitter?
yeah that he got discovery from Twitter. I think this might be coming from that. That's just my speculation. I don't know if that's true or not.
Right.
But it seems like right after that, and he said that there was evidence that the government was colluding with Twitter.
Yeah.
And now we find out this Department of Homeland Security is involved.
That they have a whole, and the platforms created their own wing.
Yeah. They created a backdoor portal for the government could access with a link, and they go to it and they basically report to them anyone that they want to censor directly from the White House, directly from DHS, and it just crazy, man.
Yeah,
So do you think
that's good.
with Elon Musk taking over Twitter, and he's coming in with his people, right, and changing not the software, but how things work, and they have info on.
Yeah, they have access to the code. They're going to be able to see everything that's been going on. So let's look at some of the key takeaways through this. In the article, it says, though DHS shutters its controversial disinformation government board, a strategic document reveals that the underlying work is ongoing. So remember, they had that Ministry of Truth that they were trying to set up, and then they disbanded it.
Yep.
So basically, that's still been going on, but undercover.
Undercover, right.
DHS plans to target inaccurate information on the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic and the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines, racial justice, U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, and the nature of U.S. support to Ukraine. So these are all the main topics that they
Hot topic.
Yeah, that they want these platforms to collude with them about, and basically, same thing that Mark Zuckerberg told us about with the and he kind of walked it back a little bit with the Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah. That was in this too. That there was one FBI agent on it that was working with I think it was Facebook to censor that story.
Yeah. That's all in this article. Facebook created a special
it didn't
portal.
Come out because of the government.
Yeah, they squashed it. Facebook created a special portal for DHS and government partners to report disinformation directly. And the thing is, it's disinformation and malinformation.
Yep.
Which malinformation is defined as any information that could cause a problem to the public for knowing. So it doesn't even mean it's false. It just means this is not good for people to know.
Right. So it can be true
If it's taken out of context or
like Hunter Biden.
Yes, right.
So
right.
It comes out. It's gonna be make them look bad.
So they'll censor it.
Yeah.
Under this guise.
Fascism.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, but who gets in trouble?
We'll see, man.
You know?
We'll see. If anything, I mean, the media is really not talking about this at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
That's why
Because they
voting matters.
it's probably, if it comes out, it's probably gonna come back to them because they probably were in on it too somehow.
I think that's why there's a huge. That's why the if you look at the government was trying to get involved with Elon Musk buying Twitter, and I think that's why
Yeah,
they were trying to stop it.
yeah, because he's probably
Because they knew-
he's probably gonna
Well, they
uncover
know
so
what they,
much.
Yeah,
Right.
they know what they've been doing.
Yeah.
He's coming in new.
Matter of fact, in this article, it talks about how Vijaya Gade or whatever her name is, who was the chief legal
Yeah.
officer for Twitter, who went on Joe Rogan and lied about what they were doing.
Yeah,
She's all through this about how she used to meet with DHS once a month, meet with the government once a month.
just straight up lied.
Yeah.
Just straight up lied.
So, that's why she was so upset when people said she cried when she found out he bought Twitter.
Dang.
And then
A lot of them cried.
yeah. Not only that, he found out a way to buy it, but then also because he fired them under just cause or something like that, they don't get their buyout package or their severance package, which was for like $20 million. Like, so they get nothing.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were abusing their position.
Matter of fact, let me show you the lie she told on Joe Rogan. This is her. This is when I
list of
first
private-
got to know who Tim Pool was through this interview on Joe Rogan, and what this stemmed from was Joe Rogan had Jack Dorsey on his platform, just him and Jack. The conversation went so bad, and Joe Rogan didn't push back at all, that his fan base went crazy. I
Yeah.
remember like people started unsubscribing like crazy. They were downvoting the video. This is why the thumbs down is important, because he got so many thumbs down that he actually was like, I gotta address this.
Yeah.
So he actually brought Tim Pool on by himself and explained like everything that he got wrong. And then he said, can you come back and do a stream with me and Jack so we can kind of address these things? Because he's like, I don't know as much as you do, so I'd rather have you on, and I can kind of just be there as a moderator. But Jack didn't want to come on by himself, so he brought on her because she's the head of legal.
Yeah.
So she knows all the ins and outs. So it was him against both of them.
Yeah.
And so this is him asking her about a specific situation where they banned someone without cause, and her trying to talk around it.
With a list of private phone numbers, addresses, yet Kathy Griffin, she's fine. The guy who threatened the lives of these kids in Covington and said, lock them in the school and burn it down, you did nothing.
So they're talking about a guy who specifically, they're talking about banning someone who just, misgendered someone,
Yeah.
but someone who threatened the lives of the Covington kids. Kathy Griffin, who threatened the lives of the president, they did nothing about.
Yeah.
Why is there this bias there where like you go so hard in one direction, but you let people off the hook, which it's obvious.
It is obvious.
So
I mean, just personally, I'm talking about Facebook, not Twitter. They just
they banned you,
straight up, not even banned. They deleted my old Facebook.
and that was for not even a comment you made,
Not
a
even a
comment that
comment.
someone else made on a
Right.
picture you posted.
Right. And I wrote them and nothing.
They wouldn't even give you a reason or
No,
anything.
I haven't gotten any email or anything like that. So, I just
Yeah.
created another one.
That's another thing. Like Tim Pool got banned from TikTok. I just saw Alvin Preach just did a video about how they got banned from TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is banning people who are speaking out against certain things because TikTok wants to push certain ideologies in America.
Yeah.
I think we covered that on here before.
We did.
too.
Yeah.
We did. But they're banning you if you put up TikToks that are like pushing back against that.
Mm-hmm.
They would just ban your whole channel.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
That's why don't be on TikTok.
Yeah. It's not a good platform.
Trump was right again.
And now did you see that they're looking into banning it again?
Yeah. Yeah. Under Biden.
Yeah.
Because Trump was right.
Right. All right,
all
let's
right,
keep
let's see
playing
what
this.
Tim.
And he got suspended to take his tweets down. Was he banned for threatening the lives of kids? Absolutely not.
So again, we have, and I'm happy to talk about all these details. We have our policies that are meant to protect people, and they're meant to enable free expression as long as you're not trying to silence somebody else. Now, we take a variety of different enforcement mechanisms around that. Sometimes you get warned. Sometimes your tweet is forced to be deleted. It's a very rare occasion where we will outright suspend someone without any sort of warning or any sort of.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. They've done that so many times. The dude that sued them, that just won that lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him.
He's just a normal dude.
No, he's a journalist, but he was tweeting about COVID. He was tweeting about vaccines and COVID treatment and like what they were doing back in like 2020. I think this was when he got banned, or maybe 2021.
Was this
I
the
don't
dude
know.
on
Alex
Joe?
Berenson.
He was on. Yeah, he was on
Joe
Rogan. He was on
Okay.
Rogan. Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
it Berenson?
Berenson, yeah,
He's
yep.
a doctor, yeah, right?
And I don't think he's a doctor. I think he's just a journalist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's Berenson. Alex Berenson.
yeah.
of ability to understand what happened.
What did you guys do with it?
But Tim, those accounts were actioned. They may not have been actioned the way you wanted to, but the tweets were forced to be deleted, and the account
Sure.
took a penalty for that. So,
I understand that,
What
but
kind of a penalty?
well, again, as I said earlier, Joe, we don't usually automatically suspend accounts with one violation because we want people to learn. We want people to understand what they did wrong and give them an opportunity not to do it again.
Right.
And it's a big thing to kick someone.
This is funny because you can say these counts were actioned, but we have no evidence of that.
Right.
We have no
Yeah.
evidence of that. These accounts could have never been. You could just be telling us that, which now we're finding out that she was lying.
Yeah.
Someone off the platform, and I take that very, very seriously.
So
I want to make sure that when someone violates our rules, they understand what happened and they're given an opportunity to, get back on the platform and change their behavior. And so in many of these cases, what happens is we will force someone to acknowledge that their tweet violated our rules, force them to delete that tweet before they can get back on the platform. And in many cases, if they do it again, we give them a timeout, which is like 7 days, and we say, look, you've done it again.
Suspension.
It's a temporary suspension. If you do it
Time out. You're a mom.
I'm totally a mom, exactly. And
A new mom too.
and if you do it again,
Yeah, I can't listen to any more of that. She's been fired. She was one of the first people fired.
Yeah.
Elon
ain't playing.
Yeah, did you see the thing that he dropped today? Where he leaked out like a little bit of evidence showing that they deliberately lied to the court. Twitter did.
No.
They lied about the coding information and what they've been doing. So
So
he leaked a little bit of that today. So people are like, "Oh crap!" And he said, "There's more to come." Like they're digging into what they've been doing
Right.
now that he's there.
Yeah, you can see everything.
Because they locked all of the Twitter engineers out of the code,
yeah.
and all of the Tesla engineers are now coming in there and combing through everything.
yeah.
Did
So-
he fire a lot of people?
I don't know if he's fired a lot of people yet. He fired most of the
only
higher,
top level.
yeah, the CEO, CFO, her,
Yeah.
and a lot of top level engineer guys. But I don't know if he has fired any of
Good for him.
the workers. Yeah, I think he's talking about doing a council kind of thing to reinstate people that have been banned because he doesn't want to just openly reinstate everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's planning on doing this unbiased council with people from all sides.
So he's gonna do that to Trump first.
We'll see.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
see.
There's a lot of
He's-
people that
he's-
got banned.
Yeah.
Right. For
COVID stuff.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say for no reason, but it's like they try to silence the one side of things and not let people, have different ideas of what's going on. It's
Present the science.
yeah.
Present both sides.
Yeah. Present the arguments.
Yeah.
Let's debate these
s-
ideas
yeah,
and see
instead
what
of
wins
shutting one side down.
out. Imagine if we had the ability to do that throughout 2020 and 2021. Maybe
Yeah.
we wouldn't be in a lot of positions we're in now economically.
Yeah.
With
Right.
the shutdowns, with
Yep.
closing down businesses, with kids having these setbacks in school, especially second and third, fourth grade, because they were in mass for 2 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Maybe we wouldn't have those situations if we were allowed to openly talk about these things. But the fact that you shut all that conversation
Yeah.
down
Yep.
creates an environment where now we have to just go with whatever you tell us.
Yeah.
And now we're dealing with the consequences of that.
Yeah.
And we're told to just. Did you guys see the article from the Atlantic that came out today, where the woman was like, we should give amnesty to everyone
Yeah.
throughout the pandemic because we were in the dark. We didn't know what we were
didn't
doing.
know, yeah.
So now they want you to
Like, yeah,
forgive
no.
everyone that has been, pushing all this nonsense.
Because they
Yeah.
knew it from the beginning.
Yeah,
And you just wanted to get your side out,
right.
not the other side.
So everyone
The
on
truth, yeah.
everyone on Twitter has been like crapping on that article
Yeah.
and posting like videos of them like arresting old ladies in their houses,
Yeah.
beating people, screaming at people without little kids.
Yep.
In school, forcing them to wear masks, like all this stuff, and being like, "You want us to
Now
forgive
wanna
you."
Forget. Nah.
A dude had a tweet that was it was a great analogy. He was like, that's like us all being stranded on the desert island, and this group of people being like, we should eat those people, and then we all get saved from the desert island. And we're on the boat back to reality, and they're both like, you should just forgive us. Like, they're looking at you like, it was a dark time. No, y'all was trying to eat us.
Y'all was seriously going to eat us.
Yeah. Which is what people's mentality was. Like, yo, people were saying, yo, lock up people
the
that.
CNN anchor or she's the doctor on there, right? The Asian lady.
Yes.
Like lock
people up.
Put them getting the shot.
Put them in concentration.
Yeah.
It
wasn't concentration.
COVID camps.
Yeah, COVID
they didn't call them concentration. Or how about who was on the news saying like Jimmy Kimmel said that, right? If you go to a hospital and you didn't get the vaccine, then you shouldn't get treated.
help. Or was it Colbert?
One of those
Yeah,
two
I think it
clowns.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Now there's
Can't do
people
that.
apologizing for making us feel bad about not taking the
Yeah,
shot.
apologizing to the That was Australia, right? Or somewhere
Can't
overseas.
remember, but I know that I heard it. I saw the
Yeah,
video.
one of their politicians.
George said he sounds like Boom Howard or like the guy from Waterboy. Think you mean Boomhauser from what's that show?
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, yeah. Robert Ruffus, what's up, brother? He said, brothers.
Yo,
what up?
James says, which is why Joe's podcast is so huge because he's willing to be corrected and the media is not. They actually pride themselves on disinformation. That is true.
That's true right there.
And they can't take the fact that other people are getting information out. And that's when you look at this article from The Intercept, like that's what it is. The government is so used to being in full control of all the narratives that get out there that they're trying desperately to gain that control back.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to like collude with these social media platforms, and it's all of them. And saying like, these are the things that you can talk about. These are the things that we want censored. These are the people that are a problem for us. Ban them.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to the dude that sued them.
Yeah.
They were saying like, yo, what are you going to do about this guy? And then Twitter finally banned him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why
And
he
it
won
came
this
right
lawsuit.
after. Yeah, that's why he won. Because
Yeah.
it came right after the government said that.
Yeah.
It was pressure.
I mean, Jen Psaki let it slip the one time in the one of those press briefings where she lies all the time. And she said that, we are talking to social media platforms about the misinformation and stuff like that. So she let that slip. It's just crazy, man, when you see what they're doing now.
Censorship, man. They don't want
wrong.
information out.
Yep.
Yeah. What else do I have here? What is this?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Roll raggy.
So this is did y'all hear about
Snapping on somebody.
y'all hear about Beto O'Rourke? What's going on in Texas?
I know he's projected to get wiped out
Yeah.
in the election.
Yeah. So they're up to their dirty little tricks. I'm just gonna play this video. I'm not gonna say it because it's not coming from me. So we're gonna just play this video.
Are you ready for this? Beto, the fake Mexican, who's an Irishman, just got caught. Are you ready? So, not only did Planned Parenthood try to register dead voters, but Beto O'Rourke's campaign has also been sending pre-filled registration applications to dead voters. This is literally right before the November elections, and they're sending this to dead voters. This is voter fraud. You would think this would be on national headlines, and it's not. I just looked it up again. They're not covering it. This is voter fraud, y'all. Why do Democrats so obsessed with the dead? Makes you think. Are you ready for?
So people have been posting up images and stuff of these voter registrations being sent out to dead voters with them already filled out.
Filled out.
Right.
Yeah. Just interesting.
Who messed up?
Just interesting.
Widespread.
Somebody getting fired.
All right. So in other news, did y'all hear about the hip hop news today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear about this?
I didn't. Who? What?
So one of the guys from Migos was killed last night.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Takeoff. Who
Bad video too. You see the video?
I did, and it's graphic.
It's-
It's terrible.
I did
mean,
not the actual. I guess he got shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got apparently. I mean, from the reports that we're seeing, it's kind of all over the place. They haven't really released the final details of it all yet, but it's kind of been leaking through Twitter and TMZ and stuff that he got shot in the neck and in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in Houston with one of the other guys, Quavo. So it's Takeoff, who I believe he's the youngest one, 28 years old. At Houston, hanging out at some bar outside of a bowling alley, but there was a dice game going on, something crazy, and then it got out of hand. People start shooting, and he caught 2 bullets.
Dang.
Sad news, man.
Yeah.
Over a dice game.
And it's crazy because it's like we've seen. Remember when we were in Miami?
Yeah.
And we
They were
saw
playing.
we saw Floyd Mayweather and Zab Judah playing dice with the locals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Right.
we were both looking
right
like,
off
yo,
of South Street.
why are they doing that?
Yeah.
South Ocean Drive.
Oh, Ocean Drive.
in
Yeah.
South Beach. And this was before he was Money Mayweather.
Yes.
This was when he was just Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
Zab Judah was actually a little bit more famous than him
Yeah.
at that time.
Yep.
Yeah. Cause he was on his. He had just. Well, no, he's about to fight Castazoo, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
Like right before.
Yeah.
Right.
But we saw what happened, and I guess they figured out that
They
it was
figured
like,
out they were scamming them.
It was a scam.
And then a fight breaks out.
Fight breaks out. Zab Judah.
He knocked out 2 guys.
Yeah, he knocked two dudes out, but Mayweather, he dipped. He dipped.
But I was talking to Dave about this today. Like, imagine one of them had a gun.
yeah.
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 How quickly that could have escalated.
Money
like that.
Mayweather might not have happened if
Right.
somebody
It's sad, man. And
just don't do that kind of stuff out on the streets.
it's but it's become such a part of the culture,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
It's that life that you live as like a rapper, a hip hop star,
Tough guy.
You
Yeah.
carry that cash on you.
Yeah.
They know, like the locals know, or not even locals, but the hustlers know that you got that cash on you. They send a pretty girl over to set up the game, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened, right?
yeah.
Yeah. It
Well,
was,
I don't know
girl
what
walked in
happened
front
in
of him.
this situation.
Yeah, this one I don't know.
But I know he lost his life, man.
It's a shame.
28 years old, and this is the most amount of like superstar rappers I've ever seen. Like, it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy. I saw like videos of Designer. He was on his live stream saying like, yo, I'm done with rap, I quit, like this ain't it's not even safe for another. I think it was a dude, Boosie, did a video saying like, yo,
He's done.
he's like, we used to be heroes, now we're targets, like
Yeah.
this rap stuff is whack now, you know what I mean? But it's because of the culture that you have cultivated in a way where it's like rap is all about that now.
Yeah.
Right.
Flossing and,
Not only that,
talking-
it's
talking about
yeah, and it's about like it's just been a perpetual cycle of music that constantly puts out messages that makes people want to live a life of degeneracy,
yeah.
which then turns its face on you, who
Yeah.
are the ones making the music. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're glorifying it.
comes-
Right,
You're
and then it
glorifying-
comes for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wokeness. Like people that are always out there preaching wokeness, it always comes for them too. Eventually,
Yeah.
you know. And I think now it's gotten to the point where it's just getting more and more. It's getting more and more toxic.
Yeah.
Because it was, you couldn't rap about that stuff if you wasn't living it.
Yeah.
That was propagated up, and
So
now you have to live it in order not to be corny.
Yeah.
I mean, not even now. Like, it seems like, that's what hip hop was or is. So it's like essentially, like, words are powerful. So it's like you're rapping about this stuff, you're not really living this life. So it's like then you're like forced to live that life.
Try to go live it out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's try to be that tough guy, and then something like this happens.
And
but
not
it's
only that,
entertainment, man. Like,
it makes other people in those communities that are still living in poverty and listening to your music see you as their way to come up.
Yeah.
And I think that creates a dangerous situation. Just like the dude P&B from Philly.
I don't even know.
He got robbed. They were trying to rob him of his chain while he was at Roscoe's in I think in Compton, and they shot him.
Dead?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sucks, man.
Yeah. But I wanted to play this clip of Kanye when he was because he is been shunned.
Oh yeah.
From the but he's someone that came up seeing a lot of this and seeing how it affected the community, and he's trying to speak out. He's saying a lot of crazy stuff, but a lot of true stuff at the same time, and he's trying to speak out against what this is doing to the culture. I think he's throwing blame around a lot, but let's just watch this clip. This is from Big Boy, the interview he did with Big Boy. This was a couple years ago.
What do you say to people that say you turned your back on the culture or
exactly
black people?
100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. We are locked up. We went from 1 and 4. We went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3, but we always pointing at the white people, but yet we want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale, and there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida, but the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's, bro, we brainwashed out here, bro. Come on, man, this is a free man talking.
What do you
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
me too.
we played that clip on here before, but it's still relevant.
It is.
Like what he's saying, and I know people will dismiss him because Kanye is Uncle Tom, Kanye wants white
crazy.
acceptance, Kanye is bipolar, Kanye this and that. But what he's saying is still valid. Like why
You can't deny that, man. Think about just take the time to think about what he's saying.
why do we celebrate a culture that kills all of our heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of our heroes are pushing the ideas that create the killers that want to kill our heroes. You know what I mean? Like it's this cycle.
Yeah.
We had this conversation with some of our friends about how they worship Jay-Z and all of the people that we grew up with. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
And then when you say to them, like, because they're like, well, who's your hero? Who do you, and you like, and you say Jesus,
Right.
and they act like,
Written off.
Yeah.
oh, come on, man, like,
recite me something from the Bible then.
But nah, it's not even that. It's just like, nah, we don't want to hear that. We ain't at church. Like, we don't want to hear that. Like, but it's like, who else am I supposed to look up? Like, you really think that's a model? Like, that's the culture and that's the thing that bothers me. And I think that's the thing that he be trying to speak to is that, like, this is not the culture to idolize. This is not the type of thing that
behavior.
This is not the behavior. Even like just the mentality of like we need to be about this. If you ain't like this, you ain't with the culture.
Yeah.
If you don't
Get all the chicks.
yeah, or if you just don't operate, if we don't identify with you, you're not one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You ain't about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, but it takes somebody to speak up, but when they do speak up, it's like
then
they don't want to
they're
hear it.
canceled.
Yeah, canceled or
Kanye
crazy.
over the top though.
Well,
sometimes.
Let me show you another video that goes along those lines. This goes into more of like what he's in trouble for now, because once you speak about a certain thing, that's when you really get canceled.
Yeah.
So this is a video that someone made with his comments juxtaposed to Leor Cohen's comments. And anybody who doesn't know who Leor Cohen is, he is an executive of Def Jam, been there forever. And he's been accused of being a culture vulture, a lot of different things, because he's gotten rich off the backs of gangster rap music and people putting out messages that are degenerative to the black community. But he is hell-bent on pushing those because he gets rich off of it.
Yeah.
So let's just play a little bit of this juxtaposition. And there is language in this, so just be aware.
I talk about the chakras. Remember I talked about Rick Rubin. I talked about the 808.
The chakras is real.
So this is Kanye on Drink Champs. This is the interview where he's with Noriega, and
this is what blew up. Right?
Yeah, and this is what blew up and got his J.P. Morgan account closed. This was what got him banned from all the platforms, and also this interview has been taken down as well. But people have, and I think if you I heard that if you have a copy of this interview on your Google Drive, Google deletes it.
What?
I think I heard that. I heard Joe Rogan talking about that.
Makes sense.
People have been saying, so they're saying even now it's to the point where it's like if you even have ripped this interview to store it on your Google Drive, they just delete it. You can't have it.
Wow.
It's at that level of censorship.
I'm gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of.
I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
And real quick, before we get into the Leor Cohen comment, because this is him on the Breakfast Club years before this, which they're showing it to show like this is what Kanye's talking about. But even after that, he said he pulled out his phone. And he was like, "How many of y'all want to bet me $100 right now that the top 3 songs on hip hop iTunes is talking about that same thing?" You know what I mean?
One of those things that he was saying.
Yeah. So, and none of them would take that bet because they all know he was telling the truth.
It wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing, our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
Don't you think that's hypocritical though? You're saying the
it's
opioid problem's a problem.
opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make that.
Bam. Isn't that
right in your face?
Yeah. But if you say it,
but he packaged it.
If you say it though.
Yeah, you see how he says, "I got a family to feed."
Yeah.
Everybody's got a family to feed, so you can
I got a
agree with
business
it.
to run.
I'm
I got a
cool.
family
I'm
to
in
feed. That negates any responsibility for me morally at all.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is the point that a lot of people, and it's not just him. I sent y'all the article of Lupe Fiasco making the same statements where the dude that wrote that article was a Jewish guy who broke down like he didn't even realize the history of like Malcolm X talking about this. Martin Luther King talking about this in the black communities, how like they had a lot of issues with landlords, with shop owners, and the exploitation of the black community. You know what I mean? So it gets deep, man. It gets deep. And I think for you to not even be able to have a critique.
Yeah, or a conversation.
Yeah.
Why?
Look what happens.
Why?
It's got to be he's touching on some truth that they don't want to get out. So
yeah, and I get it where it's like you can't just say, well, it's because of Jews. You can't say that.
Yeah,
you can't say that. That's just wrong. You know what I mean? But you can point out like, yo, there's people that are getting rich off of us. And getting rich off of us in a devious way. There's people.
No, they just
whoever these people are.
you
know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if he went on this whole same rant and he was just saying what the white man and white people,
he wouldn't be
issues.
He wouldn't be canceled.
No issues.
Why are they so protective? Or can I say that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna show you what. Let's look at this clip of Saturday Night Live with our boy.
Oh.
This looks like it was like back in the 90s, but this is just a funny.
That's definitely the 90s.
This is like a funny little joke that they threw out there. And you see this from time to time.
Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again.
So it's like almost like a unspoken joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like an unspoken joke. It's almost like the Harvey Weinstein thing. You know what I mean? Let me show you this clip right here. Now, this is the old Charlemagne that I've been seeing all over Twitter. So it's a 9-year-old video surfaces of Charlemagne. He's talking to Vlad, who is also Jewish. And his ideas of, this whole situation. But this is before. So once you get in a position where you look at where he's at now on iHeart, got multiple media outlets and deals and stuff like that, you don't want to mess up that money. So you will walk back a lot of the things that you've said before, even if you don't really believe them. And I think this is why Kanye gets in trouble, is because he's not willing to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
He won't apologize. He keeps saying, these blanket statements, which can be easily labeled anti-Semitic. And I was talking to Dave about this over the weekend, and he was just saying like what he's doing is more detrimental because he had a position and he had so much money where he could actually help the community, help the cause in other ways. But now all that's been stripped away. He lost $2 billion in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they took everything from him. But let's just watch this clip real quick.
Black people, we don't have no power. No matter what we do, we can all click up. We don't have no organization that holds any weight. NAACP don't hold no weight. We don't have no organization that holds no weight. You can't speak bad about a Jewish person because they have organizations and they're a close-knit group of people in power who will bring you down. Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that.
I mean, if you...
Again, these are Charlemagne the God's words, not our words. This is what he's saying.
If you do a racist comment about black people, there are repercussions.
When?
You don't just walk away from that.
Who? Give me an example.
I mean, Kramer.
That's because he was white. And nothing really bad happened to him. You know why nothing bad happened to him?
I never really heard from him again.
I think because he got so rich that he was just cool.
Like Jews don't go out and try to recruit people into the religion like, certain Christians and Muslims. And stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even feel comfortable talking about this. I'm sweating right now. There's certain things I don't like to talk about, and I love Jewish people, but they're powerful. I don't want them to misconstrue anything I'm saying or take anything I'm saying the wrong way. So I would much rather not even have this conversation. I have a lot of great Jewish people in my corner. I have a Jewish conglomerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs They run these labels. They're the bosses. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
What did Kanye say? He said, "Happy Kwanzaa to all the artists and
Happy Hanukkah to all the label execs. It's the truth. They run the business. Black people.
So why you think he went on such a because I mean he seems to be saying the same thing that Kanye was saying.
Same exact thing.
So what do you think the flip was from? Because I don't agree with a lot of what he said there. Like, you know, the fact that, you know, people can't, because Vlad pushed back and said, like, if people say something racist about black people, they get canceled. And he said, who? Name one. Like, that happens all the time.
Yeah, people get canceled.
Yeah. I don't know what that statement was for, but I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that flip?
Yeah. I mean, at that time, he's working on building, I guess.
I don't know, man. I just think
he didn't go all the way in. He didn't.
Yeah,
He kind of like pedaled back a little bit though. He's said I love Jewish people.
yeah, I got a lot in my corner, but
Yeah, I mean, dude, I've seen Patrice O'Neal talk about this too on Opie and Anthony. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that clip. But he talked about this years ago too. Mom, can you pull that down? Oh, you got okay. Now pull it down while I'm searching.
I did pull it down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, if you were speaking free, then
Charlemagne walked it back a little bit though. Like Kanye went 100.
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't apologize per se, but I guess in a certain view he did. In that interview that what's that guy that you sent this the YouTube dude, the white dude. He's all serious. The last interview that Kanye did.
Oh, Lex Friedman.
Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
On there he was sort of apologized, but it wasn't in the traditional like, hey, I'm sorry, that's it.
Yeah.
It was more of a, this is what I'm saying, and here's why. And is it true that this happened? And I'm sorry that in a rage or in a tired text or tweet, I said this. So it wasn't a blanket, which is why he's still not. He got kicked out of Skechers because he wasn't scheduled to come.
So you, Jay, you were asking why the sudden switch with Charlemagne?
I was
like the
why,
flip.
Why did he flip so opposite the other way?
Probably because of money, bro. Like he had an opportunity and he didn't want to mess it up. It's always about money, because he probably feels the same way still.
Yeah, he probably does.
Because 9 years ago, his stuff wasn't as big. Did he have his syndicate show then?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think.
Like,
I mean,
you don't.
Maybe he did. I don't know how long Breakfast Club's been around.
Yeah. So yeah, he's not like a Kanye where he's making all this, pretty much on his own. Like Kanye's pretty powerful, and he has the Yeezys and stuff like that. He lost the Adidas thing, but I'm telling you, he can.
The Gap deal, yeah.
Yeah, people love his stuff, so it's like.
Right.
But Charlemagne.
I just think Kanye is speaking to a real problem, but he's approaching it wrong. He's speaking to the problem where like a lot of and a lot of it is due to him too. A lot of the message that's being put out there through hip hop to the black community is degenerative.
Right.
And it creates a culture of chaos, lawlessness, murder, crime.
Yep.
And it glorifies it.
Mm-hmm.
And you constantly pump that message out to the community. And it's infecting other cultures too.
Yeah.
So he's looking at the people who are in the positions of power who are purposely pushing that music, you know, and constantly signing the artists that are pushing that music and funding that and saying, you know, you're as bad as George Soros. George Soros is the guy who's funding the politicians that are causing chaos.
Yeah.
You know, the justices, the Supreme Court judges, the people that he wants to get in position.
Yeah.
He's
District attorneys.
Yeah, district DAs. He's funding those things. So he's looking at these label execs like a George Soros.
Yeah.
And he's lumping them all together because what do they have in common? They have the fact that they're Jewish in common. So he's creating that as the narrative of, you know.
Yeah.
But
And
you know,
he said it in that Friedman interview that, you know, it's not just the records. It's the fashion too.
Yeah, fashion.
Like the deals that went south for him just happened to all be
right.
a Jewish dude.
Yeah, and he talked about his diagnosis of bipolar
Right.
and, you know, the trainer that leaked that to the media, and then the media on top of that.
Right.
And then Hollywood, and then look at sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's looking at all of that together and saying, well, it must be the problem. Which, you know, that's where you get into trouble.
Yeah.
Because the problem is people are always going to use that and say, but that's how we got to the Holocaust. So we can't allow that. So
Yeah.
we're going to put a stop to this and call it anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
But let me show you the Patrice O'Neal clip. I found it. This is from years ago on Opie and Anthony on the radio.
Now, it's simple as this, man. The game we're in is like jail. You gotta be. There's no rogue, lonely, gunslinger guy in Hollywood. There's no I do it myself. Nobody fucks with me.
Do it my way.
My way. It ain't none of that. You got to be affiliated. Like if you go to prison, you can't go in there and go, hey, I'm just gonna read my gun books and, you know, I'm just gonna chill out. You got to join something.
Yeah.
And if you don't join something, the guy's gonna find out. So who you affiliate with? Well, I'm just chilling out and just hanging.
I'm my own person.
I'm gonna rape you. Because you have no affiliations, my friend.
Right.
You're not down with a cartel. So what Tracy? I mean, this is conjecture, but Tracy's just paying what he owe. It's like The Godfather. The guy goes, Godfather, and he goes, well, you never even fucking say hi to me.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's my deal. I'll do what you want, and when I need you, I'm just gonna come get what I need. And he goes, you hear this? Knock on the door, and it's like you got to pay me back.
Yeah.
Tracy owes a lot of people his career. Because why do you think he could say, now trust me, people that know Tracy, he says some ill shit that he could get in trouble like he is for every day. This time around, he said something, and they said, oh, here's a good time. Tracy? Yeah, what? What's up? Yeah, you know, you're in deep shit. We're going to make you apologize, but you owe. And the fear that when you owe is that they're going to take everything from you. So if they didn't make you, they can't really break you. And you see,
He's talking about Tracy Morgan, by the way.
Yeah.
I say they. It's the cartels, man. You do not look at gay people
I know
have
exactly
a
what you're
powerful
saying.
cartel. I affiliate myself with Jews, low level to mid level Jews, because they deal
So
in money.
the cartel got
you pay them
Charlemagne.
dough. You here's your 10. Can I have a little? Can I do my thing over here? Pay you this. I'm not big enough to get in big trouble. You know. So is it possible I can just do this? Here's your dough. And the thing I like about Jews, dealing with them as a cartel, is they don't want you to be Jewish. You don't have to join. You don't have to give anything but what you owe. You don't have to fucking, you don't have to fucking go to the parties.
You don't have to put on the yarmulke.
You don't have to do it.
No.
So it's a very fair thing. A lot of these cartels, man, you gotta be that.
Got to be in with them and,
you got to be that, and
believe everything they believe in.
You got yes.
Don't speak ill of them.
Like the woke.
Yep.
Yeah.
The woke cartel.
Yep. Yeah. So, you know, he kind of went into it a little bit. He said he deals with mid to low level Jews. And he compares it to a cartel. And he said there's a bunch of cartels, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, there's a different groups of people that it's just like if you look at it like the drug game, there's different groups of people that run different areas.
Yeah.
And if you want to move in those circles, you have to work with those people.
Yep.
And if you mess up, they're gonna come see you and tell you you can't work no more.
Yeah.
Or kill you. You know what I'm saying? So
or cancel you.
Yeah, but that's what killing you is, you know, metaphorically.
And then what year was that from?
Dude, that is probably from like 2009, 2008, you know.
Wow.
Look, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, that's it just reminded me of that when we were talking about it, because it just came to my mind like, yo, he talked about how he chooses to deal with them, you know, and you know, my dad used to talk about that too, like all of his agents, and you know, he would have little comments about it. It's like a known thing. It's like a known in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
So I think like Kanye speaking, like saying what he's saying, they're just looking at it like, bro, like we made you, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's interesting. I just think that when you look at it from what he's saying, like the problems with the culture and how it's a detriment to the culture. And then you look at what's been happening over the last few months with all of these rappers being killed in just regular situations. Like not like they were, you know, gangbanging, not like they were shooting up places. Like, no, they're just hanging out and people come in and kill them.
Yeah.
Like something's got to change, man.
Yeah. They promote that.
And how many
toxicity.
rappers have been killed throughout the years?
Well, when we were young, it was literally only Biggie and Tupac, right?
Yeah.
Big L. Was that? Yeah.
Big L.
Yeah.
But that was later, right?
It was after.
When did Big L die?
I thought that was before.
I have no idea,
Biggie and
guys.
Tupac.
I am not a hip hop
I
head.
know a lot have died.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's just that culture and
Yeah, Big L was killed in 1999.
99.
Yeah, so that was way after Biggie and Tupac.
I mean, the stuff that they put out, man, talking about, you know, your mom sleeping with your girl, stuff like that. It's like, of course that's going to breed that type of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
something's got to change, man. Like,
well, what's the only way they can change?
Paul said, R.I.P. to Patrice, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Yo, Patrice was so before his time, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
like y'all talk about him all the time. Like, you know, I really didn't know too much about him, but I went and listened to a lot of his stuff on YouTube, man. He is.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of stuff he was saying back then, you see entire YouTube channels dedicated. Like Kevin Samuels used to give him credit for his whole approach.
Yeah.
To like the Manosphere. A lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Call Patrice like the original.
I watched a few of them. Patrice would like sort of like versus some people.
Yeah.
I listened to one where he was like talking to a woman she wrote a book about.
Yes,
you know,
I heard that one. Yes, and he was like, "How you gonna sell?" Yo,
he was shitting on her.
Yeah, no, because he is like, I mean, of course, Patrice is like, he's a man of the world. He was a comic. He was an actor. He didn't believe. I mean, he kind of believed in God, but not really. Didn't you know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't live for Jesus.
No, but he would say things that would red pill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Before we knew what red pill was. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
would red pill a lot of people just because he would talk things so different than you were used to hearing.
Right.
You know, even when it came to like race, culture, like dating, all that stuff. So I think a lot of people credit him for being the first one to make them see things different.
Yeah.
Because we've been so under a spell of the narrative our whole lives And
Yeah, and he never he says it himself. Like I've heard him say on his interviews that he didn't take that big step was because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
like
he just,
selling out.
He hated Hollywood.
Yeah, he hated Hollywood.
He hated the
doing interviews and doing
castings,
auditions,
auditions. He hated the whole process of like, this person gets to tell me if I'm good. They get to be smug and tell me what I'm doing wrong, or I gotta dance for you. Like he just hated that whole thing. Even the way he would do comedy, like when you would see, not his like specials. His specials were like great, but like when you see him do like at the Comedy Store or something. He would be sitting on a stool and he would just be quiet, and he would just be like looking at the audience with disgust, you know what I mean? And then he would just be thinking of like something to say, and then he would just talk like it wasn't like
an act.
a planned out act.
Yeah. He's I heard Kevin Hart was talking about him one time. He was I think this is when he first started. Kevin Hart, he did a stand up, and Patrice was in the audience.
Yeah,
and he said he was like he sucked.
Yeah,
Patrice throws a
phone book. He threw a phone book on stage.
Phone book.
Yeah.
He was like, "There's more material in this phone book than what you're doing right now."
Yeah.
But the comics loved him, man. He was
your favorite comic's favorite comic.
Yeah.
Because he was that guy that was just like next level funny.
Yeah.
Like in ways that I think a lot of people weren't brave enough to be.
Yeah.
So comics really, really, really loved him.
Yeah.
But Bill Burr.
Bill
Joe
Burr talks about
Rogan.
Bill Burr was like, if Patrice is in the house, you guys better be on your game because he's gonna get y'all.
Yeah. Like the people that Dave Chappelle's, like all these people that people worship now in comedy, they looked at him as the guy.
Yeah. and it's crazy how like they know him, but he wasn't really that big,
Yeah. He never really blew up just because he wasn't willing to play the game.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of playing the game, let's move on. Did you guys hear about well, I'm sure you heard about it, the two hammers in underwear situation?
Yes. So
yeah.
So
are you hearing how they're spinning it?
Of course they are.
This is the result.
Let me just say,
January 6th.
For those that don't know, over the weekend.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, we get an update, a news update, breaking news. Paul Pelosi has been attacked by a man with a hammer, and immediately all the news outlet, and that's a tragic thing. Like he ended up in the hospital. Thankfully, he's making a full recovery. Paul Pelosi's been in the news a lot recently, with the DUI and all that stuff. Yeah. And he crashed the car. So, it's been a hot mess over there in the Pelosi
He was hammered.
house. Yeah, I see it. Everyone's making that joke. He's been hammered twice.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
But anyway, so we get that news story, and immediately when I hear it, I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Here we go.
They are going to try to find a way
to flip it.
Say, or either that, or this is going to be a juicy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like we think we saw a red hat maybe somewhere and in the vicinity. And I know they were just praying and hoping that this dude was like, because the narrative has been ultra MAGA, these MAGA people are violent, they're gonna come. But
But then I heard a funny thing that he
What?
was in his underwear and that Paul is gay.
Well, see, that's well, that is the conspiracy theory
On the internet.
that is going around on
Yeah.
Twitter. Even Elon Musk tweeted
article.
something directly to Hillary Clinton about that.
Yeah, the was the San Diego Times or
Yes,
something like that.
yes.
He tweeted that article at her because
Right.
they've been covering like I guess the Pelosi's.
Yeah, but apparently, like that outlet is known for publishing fake news. So immediately all of these, CNN,
Yeah.
they all came out and said Elon Musk tweets site that is known for fake news at Hillary Clinton and then deletes it because he did end up deleting it. But the theory that was going around on the internet, which actually made more sense to me, I'm not saying it's true, but it sounded like that kind of adds up more. Because when you find out who the dude was, he's a legal immigrant from Canada, who is...
I mean, you could say California.
Right. He's living on a hippie commune kind of vibe in a school bus.
In the yellow school bus, Kamala.
And there's like all this BLM and, pride flag, imagery around the vicinity. The dude is a member of the Green Party. So he's clearly not MAGA, you know.
But they're spinning it though.
Oh, they're trying to.
Yeah, but what they're saying too is how in the world with all the security
That's a great question to me.
that he got in there.
You're
and
talking
look-
about
I won't
someone.
say there's no way, but there's no way.
You're talking
in
about
my
someone
opinion.
who is third in line to the presidency.
Come
Right.
on, man.
Tons of security.
Right. Something fishy there.
Secret Service probably. Like, there.
The neighborhood.
No one could get near that house.
The neighborhood itself pays for extra security,
Right.
Because of
So this person just ended up in the house somehow at 2:00 in the morning. And then, they showed glass to a broken window,
Yeah.
but then the glass was outside of the house, which also didn't add up.
None of it makes
And then
sense.
I sent you guys the police communication with the 911 call where the guy who was on dispatch was saying that at first he said he didn't know the guy, but then he knew his name. He said his name was Dave,
Yeah.
and then he said
he
he's
was
a
a
friend.
friend, yeah.
So it's like
and they were trying to spin it like, oh, that was code.
that was cold because he
trying
was
to
he
tell
was
us.
that's complete speculation.
Yeah.
Like, how do you
come
know
up with
that?
Yeah.
The whole thing does not make
And
any
then when
sense.
the police got there, they were both in their underwear and they
Yeah.
both
That
had
just
hammers.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. They both.
I was
had
watching.
hammers.
I was watching a news thing, but they didn't mention anything about both of them being in underwear.
Yeah, of course not.
You know what would solve it? The video.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah, where's the security?
They want complete privacy. They don't want to release any. There's something like 30 something cameras around their property.
Yeah. Who's in control of that? I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder who's
And
in
why
control.
did it happen while Nancy is
Out of town.
It's out of town.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. He came in and asked, "Where's Nancy?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah.
they said.
He was
Well,
going to
he-
hold her hostage.
Yeah, they found
'cause
zip
she's the-
ties or something.
Yeah, she's the main one spitting lies. So he was going to hold her captive, and if he
Break
if
her
she-
kneecaps or something like that.
If she told a lie, he was going to break her kneecaps. So she learned not to lie.
Yeah, I saw who's the dude Duncan that's always on Rogan. Forget his name. But anyway, he was saying that the guy was a leftist that turned QAnon because there was a website that apparently he was posting all this QAnon stuff for.
Oh, yeah.
But when people dug into the code of that website was created on Friday and then deleted on Saturday.
Wow.
And it had all these posts on it. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The point that he's an immigrant and then got in there and had his underwear on and no security. Come on, that's
Yeah.
just something weird.
To the third highest person in the U.S. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of this doesn't. If it
add
don't
up.
add up,
Yeah.
it's Smollett. It's
Yeah.
juicy.
Juicy. There you go.
Juicy
I like that
Smoulier.
saying.
Yeah.
If it don't add up,
it's juicy. And we should learn from Juicy because these are the same people
Yep.
that told us that Juicy was real.
Yep. Same formula.
The same people that
Just
told us
spin it.
that that Sandman was harassing a Native American.
Right.
The same people that told us that Russia was, the Russia, what's his name was gonna the Durham. No, what's this dude's name? Mueller was gonna find everything, and like these are the same people that have been telling us all this stuff. So
and that Trump was with some Russian prostitutes.
yes,
and,
where they peed on him. There was a whole
they had
tape.
evidence of it.
Yeah,
It's the same
and
people
what's her
that told
name
us
had a tape of him saying the N word that we're
Yeah.
still waiting to see.
Yeah.
But
Remember, Jamie, when we first heard the story, I came to you and I said, they're saying that he's a MAGA person.
yes,
And you said, no, they're not. And I said, yes, they are. I heard.
I didn't say no, they're not.
What did you say?
I said no, he's not.
Oh, I thought you meant that he was.
My mom be making stories, yo.
Yeah. She just remembers things weird.
No, I don't remember weird.
Yes, you do. Just like we had a conversation earlier, you remembered me saying something different, right?
Well, she said.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I
don't know. This
I was
don't
just
add up.
I was just saying no, he's not, because it didn't make any sense. Like, it's just too on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it's like, a MAGA guy came in with a hammer, like that's what he chose. And that was another thing. Like if he really, if he really was gonna go there to do some harm, he came with a hammer.
Yeah.
But how did he get like in his underwear? Like how did that happen?
They're just trying to claim that he's crazy. He's crazy.
Then
he's mentally ill.
Pelosi is crazy too because he had his underwear.
Because he had the hammer.
Well, no.
that
He
because
had
it's 2
because he
a.m.
was 2 a.m. So he just
So he
got out
was
of bed in his
Oh,
underwear.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can all be explained, guys. Can all be explained. Why did they both have hammers? Because Paul was just getting ready to finish building his IKEA desk when the guy
He
came in
couldn't
there.
sleep. He was getting up.
And that was the other thing. Like
They
he
want to
went
hammer each other.
So he went he went into the bathroom to call 911.
Right.
So he left the situation, went into the bathroom to call 911, but then let himself back into the situation.
Right.
Before the police got there.
And then he ran and opened the door for the police, but he.
Well,
grabbed
first
the
they were
hammer.
saying someone else the police were saying someone else let them in. And then that changed.
That said that was false. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's all over.
Don't
the
they have
place, man.
security guards?
Yeah, but they won't release the footage.
Same thing with January 6th footage.
Yeah, it's just
Funny that
one of those
Pelosi's
funny
in charge
things.
of both of them.
But that was a funny, crazy story from this week. On to other news. Let's get into some
real quick. Phillies 7-0.
Oh, it's 7-0 right now.
Yeah,
Phillies winning
in the fifth.
Wow.
7-0. That's a lot.
Top of the sixth.
Wow. Yo, you know they're playing on Thursday now, the same time as the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because
of rain.
Because the rain. Yeah. That's bad scheduling, bro.
It is.
What you gonna watch? Eagles.
Ain't no question.
Yeah, and I heard them Giants lost too.
Yeah. All right.
They got
That's
exposed.
That's the second loss.
They got exposed.
Y'all just
that
lucky
gap
right
is
now.
that gap is increasing. All right, let's move on to some other news. So, breaking news in the world of COVID-19. Now that we have Elon Musk on Twitter, they can't ban us for this, talking about this. And this is not us. This is research from the UK government. It reveals that triple vaccinated make up to 91% of all COVID deaths this year.
Oh, my goodness.
And fully vaccinated make up to 90% of COVID deaths since 2021. Yeah, that's pretty significant, if you ask me.
Wow.
Then we have this story from our CDC director, Rochelle Walensky. She tests positive for COVID again after taking a course of the antiviral pill Paxlovid. So she's she's vaccinated, boosted 5 times, on Paxlovid, tested twice for COVID in 10 days.
And still got COVID.
This is from the weekend or
This just happened. Let's check it
Wow.
out. The date should be on here. October 31st.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she's still alive.
Yeah, it says the head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has tested positive again for COVID-19. Dr. Rochelle Walensky had mild symptoms Sunday and is isolating at her home in Massachusetts, the CDC said Monday. Walensky, 53, first tested positive on October 21st. So 10 days later, she tests positive again.
Oh, my goodness.
Even with all those things.
Well, what does that tell you guys? What does common sense tell you?
In my opinion, liars.
Liars.
From the beginning.
Liars. In other news, now, let's see.
So even
Vanity Fair comes out with an article. We'll let Anomaly talk about it.
Fair is admitting. Breaking. A new center report concludes that SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, likely resulted from a research-related incident. The report...
Really?
Oh.
You see how they keep tagging it with likely resulted.
Yeah, they keep slow releasing it out there so that you just kind of get used to it comfortably.
Oh, okay.
After all those years of deleting people's pages, how many people got banned from Twitter for suggesting this?
A lot. A lot.
How many people got banned from Facebook for
With evidence.
With evidence, just
Behind
posting
it.
the evidence.
Just posting
That
the
woman that worked there.
Yeah.
Remember her? We haven't heard from her since.
Yep.
She got banned from Twitter, Facebook, everywhere because she was out there talking about the fact that there's no way that this came from nature.
Yep.
She might have got banned from life.
We haven't heard from her. I haven't heard from her.
Yeah.
Let's keep
report
going.
includes evidence of alarming biosecurity issues at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Oh, now you're saying it came from a lab. What's weird, when we were all locked down and being treated like prisoners, Facebook and other big tech websites weren't allowing you to say that it might be a lab leak or have come from a lab. Facebook ended a ban after a long time, asserting that COVID was man-made, and it took them quite a long time to stop censoring, covering up, and deleting videos, including 100% accurate videos like mine that they deleted with millions of views, for doing real journalism on the possibility that the lab was involved and it wasn't just the goofy bat story they were trying to brainwash everybody into believing without questioning anything. I'm not saying these social media companies are in on it, but it certainly doesn't feel like they're not in on it.
I remember back in February when we were first hearing about this and people were saying like it was because they were eating bat soup in China, and that made that something about that to me.
It sounded stupid.
Just
bat stew.
Yeah.
It sounded so dumb.
Stupid.
Right.
It was like this don't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But I never knew what we were in store for. Man.
Yeah.
Covering up one of the main theories and kicking off groups of people who are trying to protest the lockdown. And let's remember what the word conspiracy actually means. A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Not every conspiracy is just a theory. And the fact that everybody thinks that that word is like the craziest thing just shows how pathetic and dumbed down the mainstream population is. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. I'll be back soon. So even Vanity
Shout out to
Fair
Anomaly for all the work he always does, man. He does some great work. But yeah, this is the article here from Vanity Fair. You guys can go check that out if you want. They're trying to slow roll it out that it possibly, likely resulted from a research-related incident. The report includes evidence of alarming biosecurity issues at the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
That's news, for the liberals who didn't want to believe.
Yeah,
right.
The rest of the normal folk that live in real life,
right. We
Um,
at least question.
are already knew.
yeah. That's not news to any of us.
Yeah.
because we've been researching this stuff. Like it was obvious to us in 2020. That's what happened.
Right.
I thought this video was funny because he posted this. This is from 1997, bro. First of all, we take for granted how far technology has come. Like,
Yeah,
look at
look at the
video.
quality
Like when
of
you
the
look at it now, it's like, yo, is this from the 60s? What is this?
Yo, my
They were going
iPhone is
to
better.
create new viruses in laboratories that were resistant to drugs, that they were going to use that to cull the population, that they were going to use vaccinations to cull the population, and also that they were going to change the way that healthcare treated old people, so that more and more old people died and didn't go long into life, because from their extraordinarily sick perspective, old people are useless to them. And what we're looking at now very clearly is this attempt to play that card of mass global immunization with a excuse of this manufactured virus to get access to the bodies, the body computer systems, as I would say, of almost everyone on the planet. And they're not doing that because they want to protect people from anything. Crikey, the force that's saying be vaccinated is the force that created the virus, which they're saying be vaccinated against. They're doing this.
Is this dude in a time machine?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is
very,
this?
Very malevolent reasons.
Wow.
And what people need to realize is that these families do not come from the same perspective of life and respect that we do. They see humans like cattle, nothing more than cattle, and most humans see cattle. They therefore have no empathy with the consequences for the human population of their actions. So if people say, they'd never do that, mate, no, you'd never do that. They do it all the time.
Wow.
Dude, I saw that and I was like,
What year was that?
1997.
And how the heck?
Because he's talking about some kind of situation that was happening that year, which I don't even know, that they were trying to introduce some worldwide vaccination at that time. So that's the thing that people don't get sometimes, is that like they see the situation and they're like, oh, but it was a global pandemic. But it, like, we've been slowly conditioned into accepting these things that we're accepting.
The narrative.
Yeah.
They constantly just put it out there little by little, more and more intense every time, so that you'll just blindly go with whatever the narrative is.
Here's an expert, listen to them.
Yeah.
Here's an expert.
Yeah, but if you do research, you can. There's years ago they wrote about this.
People don't do research, Mom.
They wrote about it. All that they're going to do in the future.
We're the only dummies doing research.
Yeah.
We're the only dummies out here wasting our lives doing research.
Trying to come up with a different...
Yeah, trying to figure it out for ourselves and understand things. You know, everybody else is just busy watching
comfortable
the Eagles and the Phillies and loving hip hop and you know.
Our government would never do that.
Yes. Like I guarantee you more people did more research about Takeoff being murdered and what happened there than anything we're talking about. Did
That's
more
sad.
research into scouring Twitter, trying to find cell phone footage and who was the one that pulled the trigger. They probably got that whole case figured out more than they know anything about what we're talking about right now.
That is
which is sad.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep this going. I was really hoping James was here for this one right here. Because this is, and Jake too.
Is that Creflo Dollar?
Yes, it is. And let's
He
watch.
looks younger. Is this the older?
Nope, this is a new one, brother.
Okay, let's
You
see.
just wait and see. You wait and see what the good passer Creflo Dollar is trying to
lay it on me.
Tell his people.
You know, I went to his church.
I know you did go to his church.
You would.
You were married to someone who
You
was
would.
in that circle.
But I went just to see, and I'm glad that we got out of the other church too. Victory. What was it? Victory in Christ.
Yes.
Because that was.
Dang, son. It's like that, son.
You out here throwing bolos.
Yeah. Dropping bombs. Where's the bomb sound effects? No, but let's listen to this, because this is a shocker. Well, it shouldn't be shocking. None of you will be shocked.
Thank you so much for being here. Right before you take your seat, I just want to say this because I want to see how it sounds. Governor Stacey Abrams just walked in. So glad to see you again. So,
bruh.
Yes, you already know. Yes, ma'am. So, So you already know what to do, right? How many of you have already done it?
What? Kill your babies?
That's a good one.
Oh my God!
Someone
Kill your baby.
Someone should put that in there.
Yeah,
like a
right?
clip of them going to the abortion clinic. Like y'all already know. How many of
Y'all
y'all
already
already
know.
done it? How many of y'all already done it?
Oh my
Because
God.
This is the church.
pastors are not allowed to tell their people who to vote
to
for.
vote for, yeah.
So he's doing it in a roundabout way. It's
so
part
is
of
he
the
an election denier because she already lost and
It's not an election denial when Democrats do it. You
Oh.
don't know those rules, Stan?
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
right.
don't
I
like.
forgot.
They're already pre-denying it already. Remember the
Already,
clip from
yeah.
Hillary
Hillary,
Clinton?
yeah, my
And
bad.
there's been a bunch of articles about how the election is about to be stolen.
Dude, like I honestly think, like probably most of them people that's in there, they don't know any of her policies or anything like
They
that.
don't.
They're just on team.
She's black
I'm
woman.
gonna say, yeah,
She's a black
you
woman.
said it. I'm
She's
team.
she's an
team,
educated
team
black woman.
You know, team Democrat.
Yeah, she's
Don't
a
know-
Democrat. She's a black woman. That's all you need to know.
check.
But they don't know that she has no kids.
Yeah.
She has no husband.
Yep.
She doesn't. She's not a family person.
Right.
You know, she pushes abortion.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But this is a pastor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're in a church, and these ignorant people, they're going for somebody that believes in abortion. They're all doing the same thing. It's like they're all going into a pit together.
Y'all
just
y'all
weird.
already know.
Y'all already know.
Wow.
How many of y'all did it already?
Make it happen. Do what you got to do, and we're honored to have you here with us this morning. Amen.
And then say amen.
Amen. Amen, man.
Come
Good
on,
old
bro.
Creflo.
Come on, Creflo.
Good old Creflo. I wanted James to be here because I knew he was gonna have a lot to say about that.
Not surprised.
I'll send it to him though. But yeah, man, Creflo.
And I saw a video of him taking back what he said about tithing, about other things. He said that. He said, "Oh, throw away the books and the video." I'm like, what is like? How is he gonna change his story once everybody got the videos and read the books, and now all of a sudden he's gonna change?
And don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't believe your lying eyes.
Yeah, don't believe it. Carol Stahl, how you doing, Carol? She said, "How do I find that 1997 video?" I'm gonna post it in the chat for you right here. Boom, there you go. You should be able to get it if you're on Twitter. What else we got? Paul said, "It's what Ike calls." Oh, the chat just moved.
Totalitarian tiptoe.
Yusuf said, "Good talk, surprising." What's surprising about it, Yusuf? my soccer Jamaican brother. You guys know Yusuf, right?
Yeah.
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 I remember.
He's the older guy that's always offsides.
He's always cherry picking.
He's always standing next to the goal. But yeah, he said surprisingly good conversation. Not on Twitter, sorry. Well, I think you can still open the link.
Yeah, you should be able to open it, but after a while, if you
Yeah.
scroll,
Yeah.
it'll be like, "Hey, you want to join Twitter?"
What else we got? She
You
said,
should
I
start
got,
the Twitter
I got on late
because
tonight.
Elon's running the show now.
She said, "I got on late tonight. Did you discuss Carrie Lake at all? Running for governor of Arizona. Her half-hour press interview made eyes roll. She really ripped into the biased media. No, Carrie Lake,
She's
man,
killing
we
it.
talked about her last.
we talked about her before. She is killing it. I mean, I appreciate politicians like her,
Right.
because they do research. They push back against the media. They don't get bullied by the media.
And she came out of the media, so
Right.
She knows. How
She
to
knows
fight
their
them.
tactics.
Yeah.
She has that voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're
Yeah,
trying to
she's killing
demonize her.
She's killing it.
DeSantis, Lake.
Courtney put up the target sign 100. I don't know what that's for.
On point. Well,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
DeSantis for president. Lake VP.
All right, let's keep going. So Creflo
Oh, is
had,
he in Creflo's church?
Huh? Oh, Mom, you're pulling up stuff before I'm ready. You're pulling up stuff before I'm ready. Come on.
Well, you said you're gonna put it up.
Well, first I got to give you guys a lesson.
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
go to school a little bit on.
Here we go.
We're gonna go to school a little bit. You know, sometimes we come here to learn. Sometimes we come. The pride has to give people lessons.
What if I don't want to learn?
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You're gonna learn today. Like our friend Kevin Hart says, you're gonna learn today. So let's check this out.
One explanation that you're not going to listen to anyway. I'm going to explain this to you very clearly.
Why do they always have the same look?
They do. They do. That's why.
It's like their tribe, bro.
That's why I said Dr. Biden is the liberal fairy, because her hair was like purple.
People who use
It's like, but they always have glasses too, right?
Yeah.
Don't they always
Yeah,
have
they
glasses?
do. And they look like that.
Yes.
explain this to you very clearly. People who use ghost self pronouns do not actually think that they're a ghost since somebody told you that apparently. They just feel that ghost self is a perfect way to describe how they feel about their gender pronoun wise. And it literally works the same way as if you would use somebody's name instead of a pronoun. It works the same way as talking about somebody in the third person. Literally, if I were to say Salem's favorite game is a PlayStation 2 game, and it makes Salem very happy that it still works, but then you replace it with a neo pronoun, so it would be Ghost's favorite game is a PlayStation 2 game, and it makes Ghost very happy because it still works. Like it's the same thing in a different font. Why is this so difficult for you to grasp? It's such a simple concept, and third graders can understand it.
It's horrible.
You're a narcissist. And everything is about you right now.
Oh my God.
Well, I just want to make sure you guys know that if someone uses ghost pronouns, it doesn't mean they think they're a ghost. Okay? Are you all aware of that now?
I didn't know that.
Jeez.
I really didn't know that. I really
tired of educating you bigots around me. Ghost self pronouns around here.
This is why
who's wanting?
Yo, but again, what is that on TikTok, right? So China is constantly pumping our children's feeds with that stuff. They won't play that for their
in
kids.
the meantime,
it's banned from there.
It's banned, yeah.
Of course.
But
they show young business owners over there
and scientists,
engineers,
math. They show people solving math problems. They feed that into the algorithm.
Yeah.
We get this. We get this. Why? Because they know what that does to our population. They know what that does to our culture
Because
here.
They started
it's a slow
that,
game.
They started that when Biden came in because they know that.
No, it's been happening before that.
No, not that much.
Yes, it has.
I haven't seen that much.
Mom, I'm telling you right now, that's been going on for a long time on TikTok.
Oh well, I don't watch TikTok. That's
Yeah.
why. But I'm just saying this is the most I've seen anything about pronouns and.
Well, that's because we show it to you. But
you
I'm saying
don't watch TikTok. I thought I saw you doing a TikTok
No,
dance.
I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. No.
Yeah, but people who speak against this on TikTok get banned.
Yeah.
Wow.
They will ban you for speaking against this.
Against that retard stuff, that retarded stuff.
You can't even say that, Mom. See, you can't even say that.
See,
you don't even know the rules.
Wow.
You're trying to get us banned saying stuff you can't say.
in your opinion.
That not nice.
Yeah.
That not nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this person clearly has mental issues.
Oh
Yeah.
And is clearly a narcissist. And this is the problem. Like when you create a culture of people that are so used to just getting their way all the time, there's no limit to what they want to get their way on. They want you to understand everything about what they think reality is.
Yeah.
And there's never any pushback.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, man.
She looks like she doesn't want her sides touching her main course.
No sauce. And then here we have another example of that. I'm gonna just play this for you guys to show you guys how bigoted you are, because both of you two are bigots.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there straight up.
I am because I'm already like, is that a dude or?
You guys are bigots, okay? And you guys are a result of European colonization and white supremacy, okay? So we're going to explain that now with me and my friend here on TikTok.
Gender binary is a direct result of European colonization. And if we look globally and historically throughout the world and the ways that people have existed and talked about gender, the idea of there only being two genders is a new concept.
Where?
It's a new concept.
The idea of there being two genders is a new concept.
What?
New where?
Look at nature.
Concept. No, look at Genesis.
Yeah. Well, let's leave that out.
Yeah.
Because these type of people are gonna just say that that's a made up. Look at any civilization.
Yeah.
Let's go right now. If it's such a new concept, let's go right now to a remote tribal civilization anywhere in the world and see how many genders there are.
Yeah, exactly.
In those societies.
That thing would never do.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you are so wrong, so misguided. Like, who is telling you? But this is the problem. This is what these colleges, these universities, this is what they're being taught. That this is a neo-colonial idea that is European. Like, so wait a minute. They don't even understand how racist and white supremacists they sound with everything. Because they attribute everything in culture to Europeans and whites.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they're the only ones that are
can
capable
create.
of anything.
Yeah. You don't know that, the Mongols had a huge empire also that influenced the world.
Yeah.
The Greek and Roman.
That's why Russians look so Asian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Afghanistan, everybody look Asian.
Yeah. Come on now.
Over there speaking truth.
Well. Yeah. So this is directly linked to white
That is
supremacy.
directly linked to white supremacy.
Two genders are directly linked to
Two
white
white-
supremacy.
All right, dude.
I got one more for y'all.
That's gender neutral.
I had to show this one to I had to show
That's
this
what
one.
I'm gonna identify as,
What?
dude self.
Dude self. dude self.
Dude self.
And dude, my third person minor.
So I had to show this one to Liz the other day because this one she just reminded me of. Do we have any comments?
My joint, I'm on 1%. You got a charger?
No, well, Courtney said this is tragic.
One here.
There's one over there.
All right. Plug it.
So I had to show this one to Liz because this is, working. She's hiring people all the time, trying to find good workers. It's hard. There's a worker shortage right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it has a lot to do with the younger generation. And again, like this type of idea, this narcissistic / mentally ill mentality, the way they think about things, everything is about them and how they feel and what they need, and everyone accommodating them.
Yeah.
What kind of workers do you think that creates?
Spoiled,
selfish, entitled.
Yeah.
So
would you want a worker like that?
But that
No.
yeah, but if that's all we have in the younger generation, like
how do you get around hiring that?
So this video went viral because this person put it out there and everyone clowned them. So I just want y'all to see the workers of the next generation.
Wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and I am literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but like I really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week, and then on weekends they schedule me the entire day, open to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday.
8.5 hours.
Bro, 25 hours a week.
Bro.
Bro, 8.5 hours
He's
on
crying,
weekends.
and she is crying. And she is crying. Like,
Come on, man.
Like,
Oh
Y'all
my
remember how we used to
God.
work
Yeah.
Yeah.
and go to school
Yep. And practice.
and rehearsals
Yep.
and sports,
Yep. It's
working
soft.
a couple jobs, weekend jobs, hustles on the side.
Yeah.
Like, bro, let's keep it going.
Let's finish this.
Let's keep it going.
I'm like 3.5 hours into my shift. There's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day.
Oh my
Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people. We
And
only
you're
have
making it
13
worse.
people employed at this store.
That's what I'm thinking.
You're making it
That's-
worse.
That's dude. When I saw this is what I was thinking. I was like, yo. So now they're out there covering your ass, so you
Yeah.
would be out here crying in the back room
'Cause she
making this
having a
video.
breakdown.
Boy, get
Your
Yeah.
ass out there and work. Like, yo, you making coffee? How
Yeah.
hard is that?
Yo, man up.
You don't even like,
Guess
bro.
what?
See, this is why these dudes can come here from other countries and get all these jobs.
Yep.
Working. Wait till Starbucks starts hiring them. Wait, just wait.
They need
Yo,
to,
think
they
about
need to learn English.
think about every. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Not the ones
not
making
with
the coffee. Think about
No.
every restaurant that we go to, especially around here or in certain communities. Like, yo, they're
The
only
kitchen.
hiring certain people. And yo, and they work their asses off.
Yeah. They're hard workers,
And they don't have
man.
to deal with this.
Yep. Yep.
They don't have to deal with what is this person's name? Evan. They have to deal with Evan
having a breakdown.
having a
at work.
mental breakdown for 25 hours of work, 3 hours into your shift.
And it's like, okay, we're busy. So what?
So what?
Just make coffee, man.
It's
You
how-
can only do what you can do.
How busy?
Work.
How busy is it to fill a cup with coffee and steam some milk?
Starbucks do get busy, but it's like
They do,
Like the
but-
restaurant, like you remember working at the restaurant. There's waves.
Yes, it comes
There's
in waves.
It comes in waves.
And-
like early in the morning, people going to work. Yes, it's going to be busy. Knock that out, and then
And if
then
you have
get
the
chip-
mentality of like, yo, let's bang it out. You're saying you got 4 people work. How many Starbucks have we been to with 4 people working in there?
Dude,
Not many.
In
Right.
yeah, in Atlanta airport, they'll have three
Yeah.
girls working, and the line be around. They
knocking it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
And
that's
you can only go
that's-
so like, so what? You're busy. Just work.
Just work.
You can only like
you can only do
what you-
so much.
Yeah.
You can only do what you can do.
It'll all get done. Like,
bro, it's
keep
just.
it moving.
But this is what
But
Liz
he's-
deals with
but
all the
he's
time.
crying about it. That's the thing. Like, oh my goodness.
And making a video wanting sympathy.
Yeah.
And the people are probably making fun of him.
They are.
And there's so many customers. And they get good. We don't have fair scheduling. Managers don't care about us. Our manager was supposed to come in this weekend, and he took himself off the schedule, so he wouldn't be able to be held accountable for calling out. He just literally tore down the schedule that he was scheduled on and put up a new schedule where he wasn't on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was scheduled in the first place
Oh my
because he didn't want to
gosh.
be held accountable for not wanting to
I'm
come
sorry, but I just want to
in. They don't want to help.
man up, bro.
We
That's
need a
why they
union
need
because
unions.
This can't happen. This can't happen.
See, that's
We
the
need fair
problem.
Scheduling.
Give our
We need-
power to the government.
Give our power to the government. Let
Yeah.
someone else do it for
Let
us.
Somebody else, yeah.
Right. That's the point of this video. We need a union.
Managers to hold themselves accountable for helping their workers. They refuse to turn mobile orders off. We need the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders and I need to get through all of them. And then people are yelling at me because I don't have their orders ready. And I don't know what to do. I can't do it. And a customer was misgendering me today, like really bad. I didn't have their order ready. And so they were just like talking to each other and they're like, she's clearly incompetent. I have a full mustache and beard. What the fuck? I don't get accommodations for being neurodivergent. I don't
get accommodations for being neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent.
Like people get mad at me for too much sick time. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like at my wit's end with this job.
But you see what I mean? Like, I need everything to cater to me. I need
Yeah,
everything to be about me. People are misgendering me.
I need to be comfortable.
Yes, they're not giving me accommodations for my neurodivergency.
It's a job, dude. It's gonna be things that you deal with.
Bro, Liz was telling me that people at her job, like the younger people that get hired, don't even be wanting to have red shirts. Like it's a problem. And they make excuses.
You work at Target.
They make excuses, and then it's like, well, you can't really tell them, well, you need to buy one because what if their economic situation isn't like you know what I mean?
Economically
So
challenged.
they don't provide a uniform.
No, you have to wear a red shirt. You can wear regular
can't they
clothes.
wear red?
It just has to be red.
Why
or
don't
like
they
a
want to
red,
wear red?
It sets off their anxiety.
No, it's just I want to do what I want to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rules shouldn't have to apply to me.
I thought it would be like
Trump. I thought it was about Trump.
Yeah. I'm not wearing red because it stands for.
That's what they should.
MAGA.
You know what they should say that they would probably get away with it if they did that.
I
Blame
thought
it on
would
Trump.
say
This
sets off my.
that's some
neurodivergence.
like soft stuff, man. It's I don't know. That's not the generation we grew up in.
Oh my God! But the
We
generation
grew up in a generation where our mom said, "You better shut up before I punch you in the mouth and choke on your own blood, and you swallow
Knock your
your
teeth so
knock
far
your
down your
teeth
throat."
so far down."
Oh my God! What exaggeration!
I wonder what mother would say that to their child.
What exaggerators!
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't end up like that.
What mother would
Like
say
that,
that?
dude?
What loving mother would say that to their own child?
man.
So a child is disobedient, and I said, "I'm gonna knock your teeth
Man.
down your throat, not the blood."
We were talking
and
about.
everything
We were
and
talking
all
about.
that.
But mom, who said it was you? I said what mother?
Real quick, Paul said this guy needs to get in touch with his dude self. True that.
Courtney
bro.
said, "Why am I laughing at him crying?"
Oh my God!
At least you gendered him properly. Courtney said, "Never mind. Now I know why I'm laughing."
Jeez.
Yeah, I had to play that because I was like, "Yo, we've all been managers, right? Can you imagine having an employee like that, bro?"
Dude, I'd be like, yo, go home.
Yeah.
But Liz told me she has a lot of them like that. They
And-
don't want to. They're on their phones. They don't want to work. They
Yeah.
just think they can do whatever they want.
And then the hard part is you can't fire them.
I was gonna
anymore.
say, hopefully they're still in their 90-day.
You can't
you can
fire
just-
them.
You can't fire them.
Can't fire 'em.
Yeah, after.
Why?
There's so many steps in place. You know, HR
I was
departments. A
gonna
lot of
say, it
these-
used to be after 90 days it becomes harder, but
Yeah.
in that period,
Yeah.
you can just be like, you don't have to come back.
Right.
Go-
I
go
think
on,
now.
get
I think now it's still even.
Right.
It depends on what race
Change
they
it.
are.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Wow.
There you go.
Depends
There's an
on that.
excuse. More excuses.
Yep.
They're hearing Supreme Court is hearing arguments on affirmative action cases.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that should be coming out soon.
Interesting.
If it's legal or no.
Well, we're still live on Twitter, so Elon Musk is coming through on that one. That's what's up. I mean, I think that's it. I really don't have anything else, guys. So, you know, we didn't have nothing from Jake today. But shout out to Jake. Shout out to James. Both of them were busy, so we couldn't get them on. But we appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed the content. We tried to keep it entertaining, but also informative. It's a lot going on, man. There's so much, and there's so much more we could talk about, man. There's so many things that happen. But I wanted to touch on Elon Musk. The Paul Pelosi thing was so weird.
Yeah. Don't believe the hype.
Yes, like definitely don't listen to that narrative. Look into that.
And I'm gonna get Simone back.
For what? For what?
For saying that stuff. Making stuff up.
You're making stuff up, Simone.
You didn't
She
say
said,
that.
"I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat." Not you're gonna choke on your own blood.
Yes, that's
Just
right.
the first part. Just the first part. That was the part. That was the part Junior would add for comedic effect. No, but no, we have a good time here. But we thank you guys for watching. If you want to support this content, if you want us to keep informing people about what's really going on and our perspective on things, our opinion on things, you can go to our Patreon. Let me bring that up again. Patreon.com/youngliontv. And you can become a member on there. Let me see if I can pull up the tiers. Shout out to all the Patreon members who are on the chat right now. Hold on a second. It's not letting me switch to the profile. Anyway, patreon.com/youngliontv. Become a member on there. There's different tiers you can sign up for. And then also our website, jatan.com, for music and merch. Cash App, $YoungLionTV, if you want to donate to the cause and help us keep building this thing. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share on the video. And we will see you guys next week with more topics. Yep. Was Mom along when we made the video in my... Oh, Carol said, was Mom along when we made the video? No, Mom was not there. But she would have loved to be there. Paul said, good one, fellas. Courtney said, great conversation as always, guys. Blessings and love you. Love you too. Yeah, that's it. Anything else y'all want to say before we leave?
Keep paying attention.
No?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Bye, guys.
Adios.
Young Lion, go live, yeah. Young Lion, you rich, yeah. This kingdom has room, yeah. Go and fight people in. Woo!